Did you know that after the age of 30, you start losing up to 5% of your muscle mass every decade? That is crazy, right? By the time you hit 70, you could lose up to 50% of your muscle strength if you don't take action. But what if I told you that you can not only stop the decline, but even reverse it? How cool is that? In this video, I will reveal the secret to staying strong, fit, and active as you age, and how this ties into your weight loss journey, longevity, and all your overall health. Let's dive into it. I'll be covering the shocking research behind sarcopenia, why it affects everyone, and the hidden link between muscle loss and weight gain, how simple tweaks to your diet, workouts, and lifestyle can actually turn back the clock. So if you want to stay strong, lean, and independent, stick around. And hey, if you find value here, consider subscribing and let's build a stronger future together. Alright, let's get real. What exactly is sarcopenia? Think of your muscle like a bank account, right? So in your 20s and early 30s, you are depositing strength like crazy in that bank account. But by the age 30 plus, right, closer to 40, between 40 to 50, you start withdrawing from that bank account, right, losing the muscle mass. So by the age of 60, the rate doubles and kept increasing after 70. Now, why does it really matter? Sarcopenia isn't just about staying fit or looking fit. It's all about losing your mobility, saying goodbye to easy stair climbing, increasing falls, fractures, right, and leading cause of disability in seniors. Slowed metabolism also, and making weight loss even harder. Sarcopenia does put people at risk for diseases linked to diabetes, heart disease, and even dementia. Pretty mind-blowing, right? So a 2024 study found that older adults with sarcopenia had double the risk of early death compared to those with strong muscle mass. Okay, let's start thinking a little bit. It's crazy, right? But here is the good news. This isn't an age sentence. Science shows we can fight back with the right nutrition, the right movements, and mindset, obviously. So why does sarcopenia really, happen? It is like your body's natural construction crew suddenly just slows down, right? So, and these are due to lower testosterone or growth hormones, leading you to having a slower muscle repair, or sometimes due to chronic inflammation leading to weakness muscle fibers, and sedentary lifestyle making it losing it because you're not using it. Also some nutritional deficiency, especially if you're not getting enough protein and vitamins, key vitamins, right? And here is a hot trend. GLP-1 weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy are rising in popularity. But here is what you need to know. Up to 40% of weight loss on these medications is muscle, not fat. And I highly urge you to watch my video on GLP so you can understand the details right here after you finish watching this one. That means people could be getting weaker and weaker even while losing pounds. This is crazy, right? So think of your muscles as your body's furnace. The furnace for the house. So the more muscle is equal to higher metabolism, therefore more heat in the house, right? But losing those muscles, your body burns fewer calories, making it easier to regain that weight, especially if you're not strength training. So your house will be cold without the furnace, right? So sarcopenia impact weight loss in that aspect. Here is a game-changing fact. Losing weight the wrong way will make sarcopenia even worse. So if you diet without exercising, you will lose both fat and muscle. And if you do lose your muscle, you will slow down your metabolism and also putting you at risk for sarcopenia. Okay, here's the solution. Preserving muscle must be your priority. So what are some of the things you can do to be able to keep that muscle while losing the fat, especially if you're on a weight loss journey? So you want to do strength training at least 2 times per week, right? And learn to eat protein-rich food according to your weight, unless you have any medical contraindications. You want to respect the amount of protein intake daily. So strive to eat 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. And obviously avoid extreme calorie deficits. Alright, let's build strength. No fancy gym needed, really. Study shows that even one section of strength exercise per week can actually boost muscle mass over time. Here are 3 moves to start today. Bodyweight squats works wonders, works your biggest muscle groups every time you do that. And do some push-up either on wall, and this will keep your upper body stronger. Resistance band rows, perfect for posture and back strength, right? I'm still working on that. And also, do you want to make it fun? Dancing is a good one. hiking, even gardening count as muscle building activities. How cool is that? I love dancing. How about you? And Grace Blue Zone send you actually garden daily to keep them stronger past 90. Now let's talk about how to fuel those muscles, right? To keep them energized and keep yourself energized. Muscles will not just grow from workouts. You need the right nutrients for them. Like protein. I'm screaming protein, right? Most adults do not eat the recommended amount of protein daily, not even up to 40 to 50 grams of protein daily. That is not enough. That is not enough, right? So what is the goal? The goal is 1.2 grams to 2 grams of protein per body weight, right? For example, if you weigh 70 kilograms, which is equal to 154 pounds, you need 84 to 140 grams of protein per day. In Italy, a Mediterranean diet rich in protein, healthy fats, and red wine. I'm not asking you to go drink, I'm just giving you some fun facts around the world. This actually will help protect your muscle and extend your life. Yes. What is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that a strong body starts with a strong lifestyle. So start yours today. Now, did you know that your leg muscles will actually shrink faster than your arms as you age? That is why stairs get tough before even opening the jaws does. Now, what is your game plan for staying stronger for a long time? Okay, so here is your 3 action plans. Number 1 is strength. Try strength training 2 to 3 times a week. Number 2 is eat protein. Eat protein every single meal, about 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. And then number 4 is staying active. Dance, walk, do some gardening, some lifting. And I can tell you, have a tracking device so that you can count your steps. And the moment you become intentional about it, you will see that you start increasing those steps daily. As for me, before, I would spend some days not even doing 2,000 steps. Why? Because I was not tracking it or wearing a device that can help me track it, so I had no idea. Then ever since I started wearing my watch, I literally made it intentional to get up and walk during my break time, my break hours, or even when I'm home or doing something that does not require me to be sitting to do it. I literally just stand up and start walking. My initial goal was hitting 10,000. However, I was pretty discouraged when I started, setting up for myself that drastic goal and not be able to reach it. I did not train my body to be walking 10,000 steps a day. A couple of months ago, what I started to do is to become more intentional about how many steps I'm taking in a day. So what I do is, parking my car a bit further than, to the building that I'm going to, so I can get enough time to walk. Or instead of sitting down during my break, I'm actually getting up and walking. So I'm actually increasing those steps. So what happened is that I steadily started increasing the amount of steps that I was taking in a day to the point that I hit that 10,000 and even more today. So if you're just starting, don't get discouraged, because it just takes a little bit more intention to be able to achieve that. And I can tell you, walking will become your best friend. If you just start, you will love it and your body will thank you for that. Now, the best part is never too late to start, because your future self will thank you. So growing older isn't about getting weaker, right? It is about getting wiser and stronger every single day. So it doesn't have to be a punishment. Which tip are you going to try first? Drop it in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.